If you've been on the internet for the past few months, I'm sure you have seen at least one clip of famous YouTubers boxing. But have you ever wondered why suddenly all those YouTubers, TikTokers, and social media influencers became so interested in this sport? That leads us to question the true reason behind this phenomenon. Is it for entertainment and pure amusement? Or is it for financial gain? To answer this question, let's step into the ring to live a thrilling exploration of the high-stakes world of influencer boxing. Now let's dive deep into the ring, where influencers turn punches into profits. Before talking about the enormous amount of money that these events generate, let's get back to when it has begun. And that brings us to 2010, when internet personalities began leveraging their online fame for real-world events. However, it wasn't until the mid-2010s that the trend gained significant traction. In 2018, YouTube stars KSI and Joe Weller clashed in what can be considered the first major influencer boxing match. This event, streamed live on YouTube, attracted millions of viewers. In the post-match interview, JJ called out both Jake and Logan Paul, and this was a perfect opportunity for Logan Paul to rebuild his career after just coming off the Suicide Forest video in December 2017. The hype surrounding this fight was twice as much as it was for the previous match. In this context, hype translates to high selling potential. The fight was such a tremendous success that estimates suggest KSI and Logan Paul could have potentially earned $1 million each. From ticket sales, online views, sponsorship deals, and merchandise sales, no one knew it. But it was the beginning of a new era of influencer boxing. After that, a series of fights followed, including famous YouTubers, TikTokers, social media influencers, and the most known of them, the rematch between KSI and Logan Paul on November 2019, as the previous fight caused a lot of controversy as it resulted in a split decision between the two YouTubers. And this was it. YouTube boxing finally became an event of record-breaking proportions, selling 2 million pay-per-views, and of course the entire world was watching on. Fast forward to today, influencer boxing has become a global sensation. High-profile personalities, other than the Paul brothers, have entered the ring, drawing enormous pay-per-view audiences and turning these matches into mainstream spectacles. One notable example is the famous rapper Blueface, who participated in a match on the 23rd of July 2021 against the famous TikToker Kane Trujillo. At the heart of this phenomenon is the streaming industry, where platforms like Twitch and YouTube have provided a stage for influencers to showcase their skills. Personalities like Adin Ross, Sneeko, and N3On have played pivotal roles, bringing their massive online followings into the world of influencer boxing. Adin Ross, for instance, boasts over 4 million followers on Twitch alone, and gets an average of 100,000 viewers on each of his streams, creating an immense reach for influencer boxing events. These streaming influencers not only boost the pre-fight hype, but also draw viewers from around the globe, making influencer boxing events accessible to a vast and diverse audience. As the matches unfold, millions tune in, amplifying the reach of these events beyond traditional sports broadcasts. Those YouTubers turned boxers don't use only the streaming platforms, they also promote on their own social media pages. As for example, Jake Paul's YouTube channel counts more than 20 million subscribers, where he recently announced his return to the influencer boxing world on the 15th of December. And we can all be sure that the event will set another record in terms of PPV sales and be another commercial success. However, it's not just the viewership numbers that make influencer boxing a financial juggernaut. Enter the betting industry, a key player capitalizing on the tremendous revenue generated by these extensively publicized fights. When it comes to betting, numerous well-known figures enjoy wagering on these events. For instance, on February 26, 2023, Jake Paul faced British boxer Tommy Fury in an 8-round cruiserweight match. Tommy's older brother, Tyson Fury, the WBC heavyweight champion, placed a £100,000 bet supporting his brother to knock out Paul. The YouTuber KSI also posted on social media about the bet he has placed on the result. Posting his online bet slip, he wrote, "Make sure you win, mate, at Jake Paul. I need to make as much money as possible for when I get to knock you out myself." The betting industry has embraced influencer boxing with open arms. Enthusiastic fans place bets on their favorite influencers turned boxers, turning each match into a high-stakes spectacle. Bookmakers set odds, and fans, driven by passion and anticipation, engage in a frenzy of betting activity, further fueling the excitement around these events. Now let's zoom into the latest, pulse-pounding chapter of influencer boxing. Just this past Saturday, on the 14th of October, the electrifying atmosphere of Manchester Arena in England set the stage for a monumental showdown. It featured none other than the renowned English YouTuber KSI and the skilled professional boxer Tommy Fury. Alongside them, American sensations Logan and mixed martial artist Danis took the stage, creating a double main event that had the world on the edge of their seats. Now, before dissecting the fight on itself, we need to turn the clock back to understand the rivalry between the two. First, Danis has built up his social media presence by talking trash online, calling out Paul at one point. In December 2020, Danis received an unexpected visit from the Maverick while filming content on Brendan Schaub's podcast. In something of a gimmick, Paul launched water balloons at Danis, but that was only the beginning. Paul's partner with Prime Energy, KSI, was supposed to fight Danis in January. The build-up to the event saw Danis attacked by various influencers. However, an underprepared Danis backed out at the last minute, which created more tension. He saw this as the perfect opportunity to fight Danis. Paul was questioned about his choice of Dillon during an interview on the MMA Hour, as reported by The Mirror, and he said that,
"You know what, you're actually right. Why did I pick Dillon Danis? Because he doesn't deserve me. But he does deserve to get the absolute kicked out of him. And if I get to be that person, that's very exciting for me. Because let's be honest, nothing about Dillon's striking is mesmerizing. Nothing about Dillon's striking makes you think twice about his danger on his feet. But he's can sell a fight, bro. He's a good troll. And he's done a great job. I got all the back end. He has none of it. So he lining my pockets. Shout out.
When you say he has none of the back end, do you mean like pay-per-view points or anything like that? He just gets like a flat rate, and you get flat rate plus pay-per-view points?
Yep, he gets a flat rate. I don't have a flat rate.
Through these words, we understand that all this so-called rivalry is made up to sell. However, the brother of Jake Paul got his wish, but there was a cost in the privacy of his fiancée. Nina Agdal, a model known for appearing in Sports Illustrated, has had photos of her aired all over social media by Danis. They include modeling photos and images of her with ex-boyfriends. When it came to Paul confronting him about it at a press conference, Danis remained silent. Agdal has since fired back, suing Danis via the U.S. District Court for the District of New Jersey in a revenge porn complaint. She requested and was granted a temporary restraining order. Danis continues to troll Paul and Agdal, but has cut down off of the photos. "I will beat Logan and this case," Danis told ESPN. The biggest comeback in sports history. But as we know, things didn't quite go according to the plan. After their 6-round heavyweight grudge, the match ended with a mass chaos at the AO Arena in Manchester on Saturday night. While the event was an undoubted commercial success, as it sold an astonishing 1.3 million pay-per-views, the in-ring action, while entertaining, lacked quality. The fight KSI versus Fury was incredibly scrappy, and it ended controversially as the ex-Love Islander won by unanimous decision. Meanwhile, in the fight between Paul and Danis, the MMA fighter barely threw a punch, and the evening ended with him kick-starting a brawl that eventually involved security, the entourages of both fighters, and even Jake Paul. Danis' next steps are unclear, but he has revealed he earned a cool payday for his disqualification defeat to Paul while speaking on Piers Morgan Uncensored. The 30-year-old states he earned over $1 million, but may not be able to keep all of it.
All right, well, that's pretty unequivocal. So, Dillon, here we have a large check. A large check made payable to Logan. But what we don't know...
We actually are making an appeal, though, so it actually might be a win for me because he punched me on the ground.
Right,
so the appeal might be, I might be the winner.
But if we were to put a figure in here, what are we looking at?
Over $1 million.
Over $1 million?
Yeah.
Pounds or dollars?
Dollars.
$1 million US?
Yeah.
That's your cut.
So, even though the boxing might not be of the highest standards, when you consider how much money these influencer boxing events generate, they can be expected to continue. So, there you have it, folks. Influencer boxing is not just about punches and knockouts. It's about breaking barriers, forging connections, and redefining the digital experience. What are your thoughts on this trend? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. See you soon.